Dear students, welcome to EPG Pathashala. In the paper Vedic Epic and Puranic Culture of India, we are going to discuss the module on Vedangas Siksa. I am Professor Korada Subramaniam from University of Hyderabad. Among the 6 Vedangas, Siksa is put in the first place because it deals with the pronunciation of varnas, the swaras, etc. etc. There are many details including Dhomapanam, smoking, for Gana Madhuryam, Kantha Madhuryam, etc. Out of these 6 Vedangas, we have Shiksha, Vyakaranam, Chandas, Niruktam, Jyotisham and Kalpa. Shiksha is considered as the nose or Granam of Veda Purusha. Unlike in other languages, pronunciation has been given utmost importance in Sanskrit. Different speech organs, places for different letters, the efforts, the accents, how letters are produced, the virtues and vices of pronunciation, the problem with mispronunciation, etc. are discussed in this Vedanga. One should learn Shiksha and then only go for Vyakaranam, etc. Origin of Shiksha. Actually, where is the origin of Shiksha? Shiksha may be traced to Shiksha Valli, a chapter in Taittiriya Upanishad, that is a part and parcel of Krishna Yajurveda. There we come across a mantra. Shiksham ya akhyāsyāmah varnasvaraha matrabalam samasantanaha ityukta shikshādhyāyah. This is. So, Shiksha is phonetics. We will clearly state the science of pronunciation. There are 6 aspects to be discussed in Shiksha: letter, accent, short and long vowel, etc. The efforts to be put in during pronunciation, pronouncing at medium pace, and the sandhi, the change in the form of letters when uttered in quick succession. This is called the chapter of Shiksha. There are 37 or so Shikshas compiled by different sages of Indian soil. And phonetics, in modern linguistics it is called phonetics, is a rough translation of Shiksha. Not as it is, because whatever is dealt with in Shiksha, whatever is discussed in Shiksha is not seen in phonetics. So the latter deals with many issues related to pronunciation. The term Shiksha literally means the one that trains pronunciation, etc. of letters. So how letters are produced? Panini, in his popular Shiksha called Paniniya Shiksha, explains the generation of letters. Vanotpattihi, it is called. Atma buddhya sametyarthan manoyungte vivakshaya manah kaya agnimahanti saprerayati marutam marutasto rasicharan mandran janayati swaram sodhi no murdhrinya abhihatah vaktramapadya marutah vannanjanayate tesham vibhagah panchadha smrutah. The mind is given different names depending on its duty. The inner mind, which keeps the gamut of things within in the form of samskara, puts the things together with intellect, making a single entity, and with a desire to speak, employs the mind. So the mind pushes the body fire called that is there in the stomach, called Jatharagni, and which in turn drives the air. While moving across the chest, the air generates a mild sound. Such an air travels upwards, hits the palate, returns to mouth, and produces the letters. Such letters are divided into 5 types. This is the meaning of these verses. Then there are 2 things: good and bad pronunciation. Panini provides a natural example for perfect pronunciation, how to pronounce the letters. He brings in a natural example, that is a tigress. Vyagri yatha haret putran damshtrabhyam natu pidayet bheta patana bhedabhyam tadvadvarnan prayojayet. A tigress carries its cubs with both of her sharp jaws without causing any pain. It is also scared of falling and cutting accidentally. One should pronounce the letters like that. That means neither too tightly nor too loosely one should utter the letters. That is the meaning of this verse. The ultimate goal of Veda and Vedangas is moksha, relief from mundane bindings, arresting the cycle of birth and death, or uniting Jivatma with Paramatma, whatever you call it, that is individual soul with universal soul. So Panini in his Siksa asserts this aspect of attaining moksha through the study of Vedangas. Evam varnah prayoktavyaha navyakta na cha piditaha samyak varna prayogena brahmaloke mahiyate. The pronunciation of letters is explained in a number of verses, and they are to be pronounced like that, neither unclear nor pressed. By good pronunciation of letters one would attain moksha. A list of bad readers is provided by Panini. Who are bad readers? Giti dirghi shirah kampi tatha likhita pathakaha anarthagnolpakanthascha shadete pathakadhamaha. So these 6 people are called pathakadhama, bad readers. How? Who are they? Giti, that is one who speaks with musical tone, and who prolongs the letters, who moves the head while speaking, who reads from the written text rather than from memory, who does not know the meaning, and who speaks with a feeble voice. These 6 readers are called bad readers. So the virtue of speech, the virtues of speech are also listed by Panini. What are the virtues? When you speak, there should be some virtues. What are they? Madhuryam akshara vyaktihi patachhedastu suswaraha dhairyam lamas samarthancha dhairyam laya samarthancha shadete pathaka gunaha. See, there are 6 virtues which should be employed by a good speaker. Sweetness, clarity of letters, vivid usage of words, melody, firmness, and employing the vrittis, that is Dutta, Madhya and Vilambita, as per the requirement or context. These 6 virtues are essential for a good reader. Then swaras. There is in Sanskrit language there is swara. While difference in accent causes difference in meaning in Vedic literature, accent is not given importance in secular literature. The achaha or vowels are called swaraha. Swayan rajante it swaraha, as they shine with swara, and being the dharma, udatta, etc. are also called swaraha. Panini in his famous work Ashtadhyayi defines the swaras, all the 3 swaras. Main swaras are 3. There are more swaras, but importantly these 3 are taken. Uchchairudattaha. If the vowel is pronounced in the upper parts, it is called udatta. Nichairudattaha. If the vowel is pronounced in the lower parts, it is called anudatta. And samaharaha svaritaha. Svarita is the combination of udatta and anudatta. Then there is one concept called matra. Following the time taken for pronunciation, the vowels are named hrasva, dirgha and plota. The time for those vowels is fixed by Yajnavalkya in his Siksa. Ekamatro bhaved hrasvaha dvimatro dirgha uchyate trimatrastu pluto jneyah vyanjanandvardhamatrakam. If the vowel is uttered in a single matra, or the time taken for the fall of an eyelid, then it is called hrasva. If it is 2 matras, then it is dirgha, and if it takes 3 matras, then it is plota. A hal or consonant has got half a matra time. A is hrasva, A is dirgha, A is plota. For hal, kuk takes one matra, and for a single consonant it is half a matra. Panini in his Ashtadhyayi gives a natural example to imitate for the pronunciation of Hraswa, Dirgha and Pluta. The sutram is Okalo Jharsvadirgha Plutaha. A cock's crow has to be taken as an example of Hraswa, Dirgha and Pluta. That is, the time taken by a cock to pronounce U, O and O is the right time to follow. Kukuroko. It is how a cock crows in the early morning. So there are three varnas, U, O, O. And this is how the time has to be taken for pronouncing Hrasva, Dirgha and Pluta. That is what is meant by Panini. In Gandharva Veda, the Veda of music, this is an Upaveda, which is an Upaveda. There are 7 swaras: Shadja, Madhya, Shadja, Rishabha, Gandhara, Madhyama, Panchama, Dhaivata and Nishada. Sarigama Padani, they are born out of Udatta, Anudatta and Swarita, explains Panini in his Siksha. Udatto Nishada Gandharo, Udatte Nishada Gandharo, Udatte Nishada Gandharo, Anudatta Vrishabhadaivatau, Swaraprabhavahyete, Shadja Madhyama Panchamaha. This is how the swaras are born. Then both Nishada and Gandhara are born from Udatta, Rishabha and Dhaivata from Andatta, and Shadja and Madhyama and Panchama are from Swarita. That is the meaning of the verse. Alphabets and places of articulation. Panini in his Siksha says there are 8 places of articulation. Ashtau sthanani vannanam urah kanthasyaраstatha jibhamolancha dantascha nasikoshtaucha talucha. There are 8 places where letters are produced: chest, throat or pharynx, roof of palate, the root of the tongue, teeth, nose, but both the lips and palate. This Sanskrit alphabet is given. Next, the varnas or places of articulation are also given clearly here, and for some letters, suppose akuha visarjan, a ku ha kha ka a kakha ga ghanga, etc., and it is kantha. Nga cha cha ja jhaya ya sa ya sha. These are born in talu or palate. Like that, other letters also one has to take. Hakaram panchamair yuktam antasthabhishcha sanjutam urasyantam vijaniyat kanthyamahura sanjutam. Panini says, when you combine this hakara and ha, letter ha, with nyamanganana, that is Panchama Aksharas, and also this ha with nyamanganana and ra, la, va, that is that means when you combine hana, hana, hya, na, hma, hya, hra, alha, hva, that is to be pronounced from the chest. Orasyam, Orasi Bhavam Orasyam. They are to be pronounced from the chest, not from the mouth or any other place of articulation. The lone ha is born in the throat. If you take ha only, it takes akuha visarjaniyanam kantha. Ha is born in the throat only. So the combination of ha plus nga and ha plus nya is not there in the usage. These are not found in usage. In words like aparanha, madhyanha, brahma, bahya, hrada, pralhada, abhana, in these words, in words like this, ha is to be pronounced carefully. That is, it should come from the chest. And then there is a concept of vritti. So Naradeya Siksha prescribes 3 vrittis or procedures called Druta, quickly, Madhyama, that is medium pace, and Vilambita, that is slowly. So these three are useful in articulation of speech, and also in Sangeeta Shastra and music also these vrittis are given much consideration. So abhyasarthe drita vritti prayogarthe tu madhyama शिष्याणाम उपदेशार्थम वृत्तिरिष्टा विलंबिता. Dritavritti is for recitation. Madhyama vritti is for conversation, and Vilambita is for teaching students. In Dritavritti, 9 drops flow out of Sushumna Nadi. In Madhyama, 12 drops, and in Vilambita, it is 16 drops flow out of Sushumna Nadi. This is how the vrittis are explained. There are general guidelines. Some general guidelines that are useful in academic field are offered by the sages of some Shiksha treatises. Yajnavalkya offers the following advice regarding which word is authoritative. Yukti yuktam vacho grahyam natu grahyam nagrahyam guru gauravat swashastra sarvashastra rahasyantu yajnavalkyena bhashitam. So one should take a suggestion if it is logically correct, but never due to deep respect for one's teacher or mother or father, etc. That means any elderly person. This is the secret of all the academic disciplines revealed by Yajnavalkya Maharshi. Which are the factors that cause the knowledge to perish? That is also explained in Manduki Shiksha. Alasyat मूर्ख संयोगात् भयाद् रोगनिपीडनात् त्यशक्त्याच्यमानाच्च षड्भिर्विद्या विनश्यति. This is Manduki Shiksha. See, there are 6 factors due to which the knowledge would perish: idleness, company with fools, fear, disease, too much of inability, and ego. These are the 6 causes that will cause perish the knowledge. So one who has to, one should not, one who wants to prosper in terms of knowledge should guard himself against the said 6 factors. Narada explains the daily routine. Krutva chavashyakam dharman jataram paryupasya cha pitva dhomam kritam jaiva shuchirbhotva tato vade. This is from Naradiya Shiksha. Having woken up, one should finish the activities of health and hygiene, such as brushing the teeth, cleaning the tongue, taking bath, and those related to dharma, such as pranayama, sandhyavandanam, etc., and then go for breakfast, consume smoke as per the prescription of Ayurveda, and ghee, clarified butter, and then only venture upon learning or teaching. Both smoke and clarified butter are very useful in maintaining good voice and the health of speech organs. Then, the effects of bad pronunciation. Suppose somebody does not pronounce the words as they are, as per the prescribed procedure, then what will happen? So, Paniniya Shiksha cautions against any mispronunciation in terms of accent or letter, and asserts that such a usage would boomerang. So, mantro hi nasvarato vannato va mithya prayukto natamarthamaha savag vajro yajamanam hinasti yathendra shatru svarato paradhat. So, a mantra that is defective in terms of accent or letter would not be useful, as it does not convey the intended meaning. Moreover, it will become a weapon as good as the diamond weapon of Indra and boomerangs against the doer. This is what happened when the mantra Indrashatrar Vardhasva was employed with a different accent. The following story from Taittiriya Samhita or Shatapatha Brahmanam of Shukla Yajurveda is being referred to by the quoted mantra. First Kanda, 5th Prapataka, 2nd Brahmana, 10th Kandika. The Shatapatha Brahmana is also divided into adhyayas in such a scheme. The reference would be so and so for first Kanda, 6th Adhyaya, 2nd Brahmana, and 10th Kanda. Atha, that is given, the sentences from Veda are given. The Vishwarupa was the son of Twashta. The former was killed by Indra. Tashta wanted to avenge and commenced a sacrifice called Abhichara Homa in order to have a son who can kill Indra. Then, while praying to fire god, that is Ahavaniyagni, a mantra that is Swahendra Shatrur Vardhaswa, which means, O fire god, prosper as a person who can kill Indra, was guessed. That is called Uha in Mimamsa. In the mantra, Shatru means destroyer, and in such a case, it should be employed with Anudatta Swara, as it is a Tatpurusha Samasa. That is Indrasya Shatruhu, but the priest employed the same mantra as Adyudatta, which is a Bahuvrihi Samasa, which means be born as one who has got Indra as the destroyer. As a result, Indra became the destroyer of Vratra, who was just born and got killed. Therefore, in order to avoid such repercussions, one should be careful in his speech actions. So, this is the general outlook. There are many things that are discussed in Shiksha Shastra, and please visit the EPG Pathashala on internet, and you will learn more things from this. Thank you.